What is good, YouTube? Warstu here with a video on Marvel. This is a very different topic today. It actually has come up before because Marvel did subpoena the Marvel Studios spoiler subreddit because the entirety of a script somehow got it onto the internet. So this isn't the first time that Marvel has tried to, let's say tried to, because nothing's actually happened yet. They are trying to subpoena an Instagram account because someone is putting set videos that they don't even own behind a subscription paywall on Instagram, which apparently is highly illegal because they don't even own what they're selling. So, what is good, YouTube? Voice you here, the new anime, subscribe to never miss any of the Marvel, DC, Kaiju, Monsterverse, pop culture based content that I try to deliver personally on a daily basis. Could subscribe, channel, turn notifications on, and let me know. What do you think about the whole scooper culture, leaker culture? We're going to talk about it because there's a massive difference on how you do stuff, the decorum, the professionalism of how you do this kind of stuff. I personally think the leak culture actually benefits the studios and benefits movies. But if you're just going to drop leaked set videos online and try and make money for them, I don't blame Marvel. But at the same time, this could be Marvel could be working with this account. We don't know. This goes pretty freaking deep. And I normally wouldn't cover something like this, but it is very interesting. Oh no, so if you could become a channel member for less than 99p, less than $1, it really does go a long way of helping the channel. Also, you could follow us on Instagram at Warstu to see the view of man voice, and also follow us on Twitter, Warstu. Right, let's get into this. So, this information came out last night. Marvel subpoenas Instagram in order to expose all the information regarding can we get some toast due to their unauthorized Marvel leaks on Instagram, and specifically for Captain America Brave New World. Now, it's interesting because, realistically, you can talk about anything on the internet. There's a big difference from talking about, yo, did you see what happened on this leak? There's a huge difference of how you go about it, from people just talking about stuff, talking about rumors, talking about leaks that they read about on 4chan and Reddit, Twitter, so on and so forth. There's a huge difference from doing that and literally having a leaked set video and sticking it behind a paywall. There's this huge difference because although the leak culture is good, I think overall in terms of the Marvel community and building the hype for movies, definitely for No Way Home, definitely for Deadpool 3, definitely for Doctor Strange 2, but it's completely different when you just leak set video clips and put them behind a paywall for stuff you don't even own. So there's a lot of scoopers and a lot of them hide behind fake A-listers, and realistically you don't even know who they are. I mean, for this specific one, there is a lot of theories and conspiracy theories that this person is actually in charge of multiple different accounts. So they're referring to, can we get some toast? So it's referring to a Captain America Brave New World leak, but it was already out there. It doesn't specifically say what exactly it's referring to. I will never pay for someone's Patreon, so on and so forth. So it says Matthew Schlumpford, the unsigned, declared that I am the Vice President, Global Security and Content Protection of Marvel Studios, LLC, which is affiliated with the same parent as MVL Film Finance. As part of my duties, I'm responsible for monitoring and addressing infringement of copyright owned by MVL and affiliates. I submit the declaration of support of the MVL crest for insurance to Instagram LLC of a subpoena SUES to the Digital Millennium Copyright Act DMCA claim to identify alleged infringer or infringers using the handle Can We Get Some Toast, who published copyrighted images from an up-and-coming Marvel Studios motion picture, Captain America Brave New World. Without authorization, I am authorized to act on MVL's behalf on this matter, and I have personal knowledge of the facts containing heroin, and if called upon, will do so, and I could and would testify completely. So basically, what do they want? They want all the information. They want the names, the physical addresses, the IP addresses, the telephone numbers, email addresses, and payment account information. Now, what is interesting about this whole scenario is, I know how studios work. I've had studios contact me before, and you could say, yeah, this is an inside job, Marvel's working with him. But a lot of other scoopers have leaked physical stuff. Like I said, you can talk about anything you want on the internet. It's freedom of speech pretty much in every country, and it's fair use in pretty much every country if it's already out there. But there's a big difference from leaking actual set images, set video clips, and then making people pay for them. But what is interesting here is there's a lot of other scoopers that have leaked stuff as well, with set clips, with images, and stuff like that previously, but they were not subpoenaed. But I think the difference here is this account is selling and has been selling scoops that are probably not even right 50% of the time, but making physical money off the back of Marvel. So there's a lot of chatter online that this is going to destroy the leak culture. This is going to be epic when we get rid of all these scoopers. And I hate to tell you this, leaks and stuff like this has been around, as far as I know, from the first Avengers movie. And like I say, it's never really been a bad thing. But there's a massive difference when you're 100% putting a set video clip from a closed set that you should not have on to an Instagram paywall when you don't own said footage, so on and so forth. So realistically, I'm not a lawyer, obviously. So it will be up to Instagram if Instagram hands over the personal information. And if they do, then Marvel Studios, on behalf of Disney, so on and so forth, can realistically do whatever the freaking hell they want because it's their content. You can't just stick whatever you want on the internet if you don't own the copyright for it. You are breaking copyright, and you are breaking a bunch of different laws. Now, this case will be interesting. I don't really think this is going to change the scooper game forever, because most of the scoopers know that, yeah, you can tweet a bunch of stuff saying, yeah, I've heard this is going to happen in Deadpool 3. I heard this is happening during Deadpool 3 reshoot. But there's a big difference from sticking it online and somewhat sticking it behind a paywall. That is taking it to the next level, because then you're making an income based off set video clips that are not publicly out there. The movie's not even released. It's a very grey area what's happened here, realistically. And I know what some people are going to say, yo, but Warstu, you talk about leaks. Yep, I talk about leaks that are publicly already out there on Reddit, 4chan, have circulated the internet already. I wouldn't ever leak anything. I'm not a leaker. I just talk about stuff related to pop culture, whether it be Marvel, whether it be DC, whether it be Kaiju, so on and so forth. It is a really big grey area, but it's going to be fascinating to see what happens here, because, like I said, Marvel tried to subpoena the subreddit, which they somewhat, I don't know how that case went, but the subreddit did reappear multiple months later. And some people think that this kind of content and this kind of stuff on the internet ruins movies, and no, it doesn't ruin movies at all, because it builds the hype, it builds the anticipation for all the big Marvel movies, including like the Snyder movies and the DC movies, because you never know if leaks are true or not. But like I say, when you stick set photos and set video clips online, that they're not shooting in the public space, because if they shoot in the public space, you most likely will get away with posting stuff if they're shooting outside of your house, because they're in the public and they're not in a closed off set. So it's going to be very interesting to see where this goes. But like I say, it could be a controlled scenario where they're trying to see what happens, so on and so forth. We don't really know the validity of what is actually going on with this case, but because it's a massive talking point in the Marvel community, I wanted to talk about it, because they have hit one of the biggest, well, I wouldn't say biggest in the terms of credibility. I would say biggest in the terms of a decent sized following, because there is so many scoopers that do information like this. But I really don't understand why you would actually leak something that you know isn't out there and put it behind a paywall. And when you're making money, you're definitely infringing, because it's not your property. You shouldn't be making money off something you don't even own. And a bigger question is, how the freaking hell did this person get the set photos? Because these are coming from on the set, like literally right from the set, as in they are no, I've not even looked what it is, but I presume it's to do with the Captain America new suit being leaked, or the Red Hulk stuff being leaked, so on and so forth. So It will be interesting to see what actually happens. Like I say, leak culture is always going to be here in every kind of niche and every kind of spectrum. So I don't think it's going to go away, but it may just make people wise up, people that do this kind of stuff, and be like, yo, you can't sell stuff you don't own. But I would love to know what you guys actually think about this. Like I say, I wouldn't normally make a video like this, but it is kind of, it's fascinating to me. So like always, guys, please subscribe to the channel, turn notifications on. Follow us on Instagram, I will to see the beautiful face behind the voice, and I will catch you in another video very soon, guys. Catch you later.